Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips with the fans seen in the old Rubber Bowl. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Zips will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From inside the 15, here's the return. Got a little space. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back, gain some ground. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Akron's offense will go on the attack first. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to pass. It's Finley. Snagged in the middle. It's Newell. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right?
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Iowa's offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches, because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football. That is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Pick off! What a play by this defense! Got room on the return. Touchdown, Akron! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
First down for the offense.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll leave it with the lone back. Oh, out of space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the
touchdown, Hawkeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Tallahassee over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin Field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Finley. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Zips will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already with 2 touchdowns on the board, now they're back at it up 14-6. He rifles one deep down the middle. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give is to Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They send the tight end in. And the Zips come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Fenley. Bringing the heat. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Zips look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll field the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the play fake. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Making side adjustments here. They'll run the toss. Slithers into space. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 18 set to kick this one away.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Finley. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Polk. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Zips are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch around the 50. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stopped that incompletion with the deflection.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab over the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to pass it. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Zips headed quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Zips will try to pin them back with the punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Tight end getting vertical. It's a seam wide open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Infocision Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Zips in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Finley. The throw to the outside is complete. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Zips line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires it down the seam. Pulls it in down the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Pass interference, defense.
There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Iowa! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
38, Akron, 6.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Finley. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Complete downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Using his legs, it's Moulton. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run the counter. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Hawkeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Coastal Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the returner will be dragged down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. On the jet, got enough space, and he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the 1st game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Zips now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
They'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Zips have this offense rolling. They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. He'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is perfect. Let's not say they cut into the left side of that field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Lowers those pads. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the left side. On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
Number 18, set to kick it off.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And the Zips are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll run the screen. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Zips are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the Zips have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. One more play to pad the stats. That shot to the end zone. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's looking to pass. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will go on the attack first. Over the years, Iowa has dominated this series, leading at 47-24, but the Cyclones have won 2 of the last 3, but home field hasn't meant much. The road team has won the last 3 clashes for the Cyhawks.
And last year's was improbable because Iowa State, they couldn't score. It was 13-0. If Iowa was better in the red zone, the game would have been over. But Rocco Beck came up absolutely clutch. Goes down the field with less than a minute, Palmer. And the always reliable kickers come up big in a rivalry game. 54 yards for the win at the Horn.
Yeah, I think this was the game that really showed Matt Campbell and his team that they had what it takes to win these tight, close games against really good opponents and really good defenses in a big moment, like what you just talked about with Rocco Beck putting his team in a position to win that game. Iowa State had a special year reaching the Big 12 title game a year ago, but this was one of those games early in the season you knew there was something special about this team.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Hansen. Takes it the other way. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Plucks it out of the air. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Cyclones are rolling down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclone! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason.
It's a fumble! Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the single back. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Going to sling it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Sowell. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Trying play action. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Cyclones are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
To the air, it's Beck. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Quick completion on the out.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and, you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. And this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much. Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Touchdown, Iowa! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Here's the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll play it safe and try for 3. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Iowa State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Looking to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Cyclones need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Back to pass on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be the defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Not a whole lot of room just never developed. The Cyclones are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Pulls it in. It's Sauer.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know... And the field goal unit is on the field. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. Throw a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. The running back has it. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up, trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult, and I think he did that a little.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance offense to go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. It's complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. He's got it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they
showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Powers forward. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. They're set to kick it off, you think 25. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They'll try to snap it quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. They'll go to the counter. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Here's the handoff. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Gonna run it. It's Molden. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beck. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. On the move, he fires. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on down.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator. Man, not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy. but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Great place to start for this offense. Trying to move them on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. When you arrive at Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard-nosed, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him.
Back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Red Wolves offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Hawkeye!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Catch in the middle, it's Rucker.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Got it in the middle, it's Rucker. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's cross. Wide open spaces. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Red Wolves will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
What a break. I tell you what, the returner caught a huge break. That football getting on the deck with all that speed on the field, where he was able to go recover it.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Moulton. Got the first down. Looking for more.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get your first down.
Give to the running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Iowa! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here in Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They bring the punter onto the field now. A low line drive and short kick. Here's the return from midfield. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film.
Unloads it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking down the middle. And is knocked away. An incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. So now it's second and long. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
28, Arkansas State, 0.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33. The Red Wolves need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Moulton. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Caught behind the line. It's Summers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To throw. It's Rayner. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. The hand to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. On the ground with the counter. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. A strike downfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. They'll give it on the counter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Iowa.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Finds a little space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
On the move from inside his own 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll leave it with him. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Rayner. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, through the raindrops, the ball just squirted right through him.
Well, a lot of things going wrong for this team right now, certainly on offense, and now you're seeing it in the special teams as well. This punt return is one he's got to be able to field and at least hold on to the football. I understand he's trying to go score a touchdown, but you can't lose sight of your fundamentals, and that turnover is really a microcosm of all the problems that they've been having today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Clay. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He wants to throw it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going up top again. Under fire. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line, where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Rayner. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football in 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? And if it's 3rd down, you're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll run the counter. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Fired in from the red zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Arkansas State, 0.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And the Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Rayner. Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Red Wolves will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Hailed the punt, can bail them out. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moulton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This should be the last play of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Iowa. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. From the gun, the ground game. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On the move, it's Clay. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. A low-line drive and not his best work. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket breaking down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Quick strike through the air for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll try the run. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was.
There he goes! Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Hawkeyes line it up with a first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Utah. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Got it in the middle. It's Rucker. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Red Wolves come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been as they have in this game and expect to win.
He's going up top here late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no strength.
He's got it on the left. Finds a seam. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Quickly complete.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot, patting my spot.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He's got it. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to...